It's been Mamata Banerjee's sharpest attack yet on the Congress and Rahul Gandhi. I'm Barkha Dutt, you're with the Mojo Story. With just a few months left for elections, what does one make of Mamata's lashing for the Congress and Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra? Making headlines everywhere is Mamata Banerjee's comment that the Congress may not even win 40 seats this time. She also taunted Rahul Gandhi for bringing his yatra through Bengal without, she said, showing us the courtesy of talking to her before, saying, if you really want to fight the BJP, why don't you go to Varanasi? Why don't you go to Rajasthan? Why don't you go to Madhya Pradesh? Talking, of course, about two states where the Congress has recently lost assembly elections. Why are you here in Bengal? This has been a tongue lashing of the kind that the Congress has not yet seen. Is Mamata Banerjee now, after Nitish Kumar, effectively outside of the India alliance? The Trinamool Congress also failed to show up at the coordination committee, the flawed strategy meeting that takes place in parliament that is organized by the opposition. What does one make of what's happening? To talk about not just Bengal politics, but also its impact on the opposition's India alliance, and whether it leaves Narendra Modi with the last laugh on a day when the Modi government has announced the Bharat Ratna for LK Advani. Let's introduce our panelists today as we continue to look at the implications of what's going down. Manisha Priyam, one of India's finest political analysts, is with us. Dr. Priyam, always a pleasure. Also joining us from the Trinamool Congress today is its spokesperson and leader, Tauseefur Rahman. Welcome to the show. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, big supporter of the Congress party, but how will he understand what's happening? We'll find out in a moment from now. And also joining us from the BJP is its senior leader in Bengal, Rajarshi. Lahiri, welcome back to the program, Mr. Lahiri. Without further ado, I think it will serve us all well to listen once again to exactly what Mamata Banerjee had to say about the Congress and Rahul Gandhi. Listen in.
সমস্ত রিজিওনাল পার্টিকে ঐক্যবদ্ধ করে এক জায়গায় দাঁড়াতে কংগ্রেস তুমি তো একা পারবে না, তুমি 40টা সিট পাবে কিনা আমরা জানি না, সারা ভারত 300টা সিট লড়ে। আজ তোমাদের এত অহংকার, এত অলংকার। আমি নাই বা কিছু চাইলাম, তাও আমি বলেছিলাম 2টো সিট তোমাদের দেবো, তোমাদের জিতিয়েও দেবো। বললো হবে না। আমি বললাম কটা চাই? 42টা। আচ্ছা 42টাই নিয়ে নাও। রিজেক্টেড। তারপর থেকে আমার সাথে কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই, কথাও হয়নি। বাংলায় প্রোগ্রাম করতে এসছি, আমরা নাকি ইন্ডিয়ান অ্যালায়েন্স। একবার তো ইনফরমেশনটা দেবে, অমুক দিন থেকে প্রোগ্রাম করতে যাচ্ছি বাংলায় এই রুট দিয়ে। আর তো কিছু চাই না। আমাকে কেউ তো বলেনি, আমি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশনের থ্রুতে শুনেছি। ডিরেক্টরকে কাউকে কাউকে ফোন করে বলেছে আমাদের গাড়িটা পাস করে দাও। আমাকে একবারের জন্য জানায়নি, আমি জানতেই পারিনি। তুমি বাংলা না বেছে ইউপি গেলে না কেন? বুকের পাটা থাকতো দেখতাম ইউপিতে এলাহাবাদে গিয়ে বিজেপিকে হারিয়ে এসো, বেনারসে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো, রাজস্থানে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো, জেতা জায়গা হেরেছো, মধ্যপ্রদেশে গিয়ে হারিয়ে এসো।
We will fight alone and defeat the BJP. If the Congress has courage, why doesn't it go and fight in Varanasi? It is here passing through Bengal just to tickle, to stir up the Muslim population. We offered them 300 seats. They won't even win 40. Tauseefur Rahman, I'd like to start with you. You sound angrier with the Congress than with the BJP. What's actually going on?
Barkha, you see, it's a very simple process. Since June and December 31st, we waited for everything. We were agreed to give 2 seats, and you wanted to have a discussion, but there was no discussion. As you heard what Mamata Banerjee said, they wanted to fight more than 10 seats, 12 seats, or whatever the indication they wanted to give. But there have to be some strategies, Barkha. You're a senior journalist. You know politics very well. If you are seeking for an India alliance or whatever alliance, you need to stand on the same page. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, from last 10 years, he is asking and demanding for emergencies in Bengal. He says Trinamool Congress chor hai. He says Mamata Banerjee is a Hitler. He says Abhishek Banerjee chor hai. And at the same time, he wants to share the stage in Patna, Delhi, or South India, and he wants an alliance. Now you tell me how much we have to tolerate this Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. There will be an alliance, I'm telling you, Barkha, but the alliance will not be India alliance. The alliance will call us A, B, C. It will be Adhir, Bhajpa, and CPI. I'm telling you, that's the fact. He never wanted this alliance. We are going in Delhi. We are talking with Rahul ji. We had a word with Kharge ji. Sonia Gandhi is very much interested. We all have that respect with each other. This man, I'm very sorry to say, is very senior to me. He's an MP, but he sometimes act as a lunatic. I mean, what was the problem from Panchayat Assembly election? I mean, उनका सबसे बड़ा गुस्सा ये था that Congress became zero in Bengal, 0 seats in Bengal in 2021. That is not our fault. You did something in Bengal. People rejected you in Bengal. Still, we wanted an alliance with you with 300 seats. So when Mamata Banerjee says, Barkha, that we want to give you 300 seats, we are not doing any favor on Congress. 300 seats mean Mamata Banerjee can go in Banaras and do campaign for Rahul ji, campaign for Congress. This is what we mean with 300 seats. But no, no action. You rejected us. You are coming in Bengal with such a successful Nyaya Yatra. You don't want to inform us?
So what is the end game here? What is the plan? Have you walked out of the India alliance or are you in the India alliance? I'm a bit confused.
Barkha, the fact is, if you talk about Bengal, we
Yes.
never wanted any kind of help from anyone. But in a good interest, in a nice gesture for people of India to remove this Hitlership, to remove this fascist government, we gave everything to Congress. We wanted to fight with them. But now it's too late. Barkha, trust me, they are just not interested. I don't know what kind of alliance they wanted in Bengal. 31st December was the last date because it was decided by them, not by
Right.
us. They
So
said,
India alliance. So 1 minute. Alliance in Bengal is over, I know. Is Mamata Banerjee still a part of the National India Alliance or is meaningless now?
no, no, of course we are there with India Alliance. But if Congress doesn't want to stand in Bengal, that's not our fault. We
Okay.
can go after elections also. If Congress can do better in the general elections, of course, TMC is there with Congress. I'm still saying, at least I'm not using such words like foreigner. He told to Derek O'Brien. So it's better we go solo, we bring 42 out of 42 and support Congress in the end. See, Tehseen, I understand you might not like my words. I understand. But Tehseen, आप भी सोचो ना, where are we standing? We don't need help. हमें जरूरत नहीं है बंगाल में किसी की. But still we wanted to share seats. These
Okay.
people doesn't want to come with us.
Let's get Tehseen in. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is like a lunatic. He's calling Mamata Banerjee's leaders foreigners. Mamata Banerjee herself saying, "Bhai himmat hai to Varanasi jao, Bengal mein kar kya rahe ho?" It's a good question. What is the purpose of this yatra right now when your priority should be somewhere else? Tehseen?
So, Barkha, this is very, very complex. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and good evening to all my fellow panelists. It's very, very complex. It's not as linear as the TMC makes it up to be. So, some points are, yeah, that there are 300 seats which the Congress should contest, and which we will come to later. But first, let's get the facts correct. Of course, and I've said this on your podcast, I've said this otherwise on these shows. Any regional party would like to fight the BJP nationally and would like the Congress to be irrelevant. That's the nature of Indian politics, be it TMC, be it NCP. That's how it is. Why would Mamata want to fight BJP? She'd be okay with BJP in the center and make Congress irrelevant in West Bengal. So first, this is not a question of today. This is a question of me saying this for the last 3-4 years on your show, that these regional parties' main enemy is actually the Congress. Now, that is a fact. The person laughing next to Mamata.
But then why form an India alliance? They're
I'm
all
coming to that.
regional parties coming together.
That's true. So I'm coming to that. The person laughing next to Mamata ji was the great Shatrughan Sinha, the mass leader Shatrughan Sinha, who left BJP. Congress took him in, lost his election, defeated the Congress candidate, who's now gone and met Prime Minister Modi and went to TMC. That is Congress for you, typical. That is guy out there. And you're the first, by the way, to tweet hero Rahul Gandhi coming into West Bengal. He was all praising Rahul Gandhi. The minute Mamata ji went against him, Shatrughan Sinha standing there clapping. So that is Congress for you. So that is how it is. This alliance was needed. It was needed to sort of create a momentum, to create an image that, look, we will take on the might of the BJP. So that perceptionally, it was important. But since September, BJP set the narrative, partly due to the communication disaster of the India Alliance, partly because of the infighting of all these leaders, be it Arvind Kejriwal, be it Mamata Banerjee, etc. They are not ready to come on page. Now, when my friend tells me that, look, 10 years, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has been abusing Mamata ji, true. But what has also happened in 10 years? Mamata ji took an entire Congress party in a northeastern state. Mamata ji went to Goa, Maua Moitra, which I told on your show, Mrs. Gandhi should not have been standing with outside Parliament. I said these words on your show. Went to Goa, made the Congress lose in Goa. The difference was 6% vote share. TMC took it. The Congress lost the election. The TMC has also done it. You are not ready to put the past behind. You still want to hang on to the past. But there is a merit. Now there is a slight merit in what Mamata ji says, because not everything is black or white. The South India and East India seats only come into play. I'm again talking round figures, those 200 seats. If in the 300 seats of North India and West India, you can perform. And there the BJP strike rate is 90%. So the South India and East India only come into play when North India and West India is the performance. And there BJP is 90%, yes. So to that extent, why Rahul Gandhi is trying to strengthen the Congress, I understand, because there is no choice but to strengthen the Congress. He should have done this 3 years ago. But he should have done this 3 years ago.
That's my
and
point.
that's what I've been shouting. That's what I've been shouting. I've been telling you. I've told him personally. I've told him through TV. This should have happened 3 years ago. Today, it should have been Congress versus BJP. If I just make one more point, my friend from the TMC is absolutely right. The TMC will come with the Congress. Should the Congress get 160 seats in Lok Sabha? Should. The TMC will come. It will be the first party. Mamata ji will propose Rahul Gandhi's name. Aap ye likh kar lo. All these things are
basically, ठीक है. Basically, you're saying post poll. ये जो alliance है, अब इसका meaning is only in the post
West Bengal में. Mamata ji going to Varanasi and campaigning or Madhya Pradesh, with respect to her, she's a senior leader. I have so much respect. It makes no electoral difference.
Let me get Mr. Lahiri with a conspiracy theory of my own. I feel, Mr. Lahiri, that given the fact that Mamata's main opposition in Bengal is the BJP, for her, it's no loss if the Congress is not with her. It's no loss to her. She doesn't need the Congress. In fact, she can use the Congress to for some people who don't want to vote Mamata but may not want to vote for your party, to have a third option. Congress left me एक vehicle मिल गया to let off some anti-incumbency steam. Maybe this is all a very pre-planned sort of arrangement. I don't know. How much do you believe it, Mr. Lahiri?
Barkha, firstly, you have to look into the situation which is going on in West Bengal. Whatever my friend from Trinamool Congress spokesperson said right now, that Adil Ranjan Chaudhary is addressing Abhishek Banerjee is sure. Yes, that is the slogan that's going on in each and every West Bengal's mind, West Bengalis mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, Trinamooler shobai chor. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, Trinamool ka sab chor. This is what people of West Bengal are saying. Now, see, you have to look into the recent Vidhan Sabha elections of 3 states, wherein if you combine the vote percentage of all the other oppositions, Trinamool Congress is not there in MP, Chhattisgarh or in Rajasthan, but Communist Party, AAP and all, they have a certain percentage. If you combine this vote percentage with UPA or with Congress, that's nowhere matching nearby to that of BJP. Now you have to look into the election results of 2019 Lok Sabha of some of the specific seats that's happening over here in West Bengal, which Congress was a little bit dominant. 3 as Lok Sabha seats in Murshidabad district, Murshidabad, Jangipur and Baharampur. Baharampur is the one from where Adil Ranjan Chaudhary is the member. 2 Lok Sabha seats from Malda, 1 which has been won by Congress, 1 in North Dinajpur, Raiganj, from where Priya Ranjan Das Munshi used to be an MP, 1 in Purulia and 1 in Darjeeling. Now, nowhere there has been a discussion officially where Congress has demanded these 10-12 seats. It's just in air. No discussions. It has been clearly stated by the Trinamool Congress leaders over here in West Bengal, empty number of times. So I do not know where they have demanded these 10 seats. Now, if you look at the percentage of vote that they have won, wherever BJP has won, through the Congress is either distant third or fourth. Trinamool Congress is second. So no point in having a merger with Congress over here and giving these seats away to Congress. Firstly, this is something that Trinamool definitely has something in mind. And the most important, with the recent things that is going on over here in West Bengal, each and every scam, each and every corruption, each and every department of the state government is getting accused and raids are being undergoing. Now, if Trinamool Congress goes for with a coalition with Congress and with Communist Party, which they were initially thinking of, the entire anti-Trinamool Congress vote will just swing towards BJP. Congress, Communist Party will lose their combined 12% vote which they received over here in 2019. They will be reduced, and definitely Trinamool Congress will lose seats and we lose the vote percentage also. It is
So
simply
you agree.
a
So you
natak.
agree with me. Yeah, it is simply a natak. Thank you. You're
Natak,
actually, yes, you are
absolutely.
agreeing
It's a
with me.
natak to show that चलो ये हम लोग आपस में बात करते हैं, हम लोग अलग अलग लड़ते हैं ताकि हम अपना अस्तित्व बचा रहे. We can save our own things over here. We just don't go into an oblivion.
Okay, very interesting. You've actually said what I have said. One, if the anti-TMC vote, if the Congress and Trinamool were to be on the same side, the anti-TMC vote would go only to the BJP. Two, you think this is all a drama. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, there are shades of truth in what you say. It's my instinct too. But is it purely a natak? Because Dr. Priyam, even if it is, the average voter pan-India is looking at this drama. They are seeing Narendra Modi and LK Advani don't get along, but that doesn't stop Mr. Modi from giving LK Advani the Bharat Ratna. और ये इंडिया अलायंस को देखिए, ये आपस में लड़के ही मर जाएंगे. Whether it's a natak or not, perception is not that. Maybe this is some deep political game, but that's not the perception among the janta. How do you see it, Manisha?
So thanks, Barkha, for the question. Very incisive. I think there are two ways of looking at it. The same question, if you try and look at it from West Bengal, the answer is part natak, part strategy. What is the part natak? Already answered. What's the part strategy? I think the primary issue or contradiction in the Marxian terms in West Bengal still remains between the Trinamool and the left. And all the entire cadre on the grassroots, the fights, are the ones that the Trinamool built by demolishing the cadres of the left. Now, that primary contradiction has not been resolved on the ground, and the Congress, in the larger framework of the pan-India picture, seems to be requiring the support of the left for its own survival. So it's the game of the Congress party that was crafted in Kerala that still dominates the strategy of the Congress. Fight it out in the state elections, but in general, ideologically remain together. That's a ground that Mamata Banerjee, because of real politics, because of the Trinamool of West Bengal, the grassroots, she cannot concede that. And therefore, within the Congress, the moment it will go more left of center, Mamata Banerjee will shift and bring up her regional card. Second, you have to also see this moment as one where the Ram Mandir development has happened, and Mamata Banerjee cannot be seen as siding with the Congress in its extreme stance. So she needs to now box the Congress and diminish or mute somewhat the new narrative that has emerged, which is an pan-India narrative that will allow the Narendra Modi juggernaut to enter West Bengal, which a narrative which is pan-India. So that's when you look at the question from West Bengal. When you look at it from the India perspective, I think the answer is very clear. Unless the Congress does its own fist fights, why should it be the big brother between regional parties? And I think Congress gave its own answer through Kamal Nath in the Madhya Pradesh elections. And I think that's where Congress lost the moral ground to be the fulcrum for this alliance.
But let me ask you briefly, what is the ideological space for Mamata Banerjee? She very clearly in her comments said, you spoke about the Ram Mandir, that the Congress is trying to woo the Muslim. She didn't use the word woo. She said tickle, stir up the Muslim vote here in Bengal, right? Almost suggesting that that's their only interest in coming to Bengal, to taunt me and to try and quote my vote base. What did you make of that comment?
Just as much as the comment is, because if she sides too much with the Congress, it's her own vote base that is dented. And if the Congress sides too much with the left, they take away the infrastructure with which she fights. So the best way to do it is actually for her to play her victim card now. And she cannot play it against the BJP right now, to play that card against the Congress. So she plays the victim card big, and she remains an important regional leader. And she says, I'm going to be the big woman. That's the message that the electorate is not going to take very easily, which is, by doing this, how does she become the principal champion of the fight against the BJP? That's the message that is not coming through clearly.
All right. So we've heard the theories being from part natak to part natak, part strategy. And as I still ask, the average janta, the average Jain, the average sort of person on the street doesn't understand this deep strategy. They're just seeing a set of warring opposition leaders. Now, before I come back to the panel, Jairam Ramesh, Tehseen's favorite congressman, had this to say about what's happening with Mamata Banerjee.
हालांकि पश्चिम बंगाल के मुख्यमंत्री कर दिया है, पर आज भी हम उम्मीद रखते हैं कि जहां कहीं हमारा गठबंधन है, इंडिया ब्लॉक है, झारखंड में तो कोई मुसीबत नहीं, हम एक हैं, पर खास तौर से पश्चिम बंगाल में जो सवाल उठे हैं, और आपके मन में पश्चिम बंगाल ही होगा, मैं पश्चिम बंगाल में सारे 3 बैठकों में ममता बनर्जी मौजूद थी। इंडिया गठबंधन को बनाने में, इंडिया गठबंधन को इंडिया नाम देने में, इंडिया गठबंधन को आगे ले चलने में उनकी भूमिका बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका रही है। कुछ नाराजगी आ गई है उनको। इंडिया गठबंधन लोकसभा चुनाव के लिए है, विधानसभा चुनाव के लिए नहीं। विधानसभा चुनाव में इंडिया गठबंधन के पार्टी एक दूसरे से लड़ेंगे, वो वास्तविक है, पर लोकसभा चुनाव के लिए बीजेपी को निशाना बनाए हुए हम एक होकर लड़ने का हमने संकल्प लिया था 23 जून पटना में, और वो संकल्प जारी है।
So this is what Manisha was talking about. It's different at the state level. It's different at the Lok Sabha. But guess what people are saying? This is one of our Mojo members, Saurav Vishesh, writing in. Please make your post-poll alliance with 100 MPs and then turn up at Rashtrapati Bhavan with a letter to the president. This is a comical argument. Basic point being that if you can't win, what's the meaning of post-poll? You need power for post-poll. Tehseen, let me start with you, since Mr. Ramesh, as I said, is your favorite Congress person. I must give you a chance to start this argument. Is this Natak? Is this Natak plus strategy? Which one? Are you with Mr. Lahiri or with Dr. Priyam on this? Tehseen.
Let us for a second assume that this is Natak plus strategy or Natak, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
The loser, I'm only interested in the Congress, right? I'm only interested in the Congress. I don't care about the regional parties. Who's the loser? The Congress. Because as Manisha ji rightly says, so Barkha, you'll rightly understand, the common man who's voting for the Congress in Jharkhand, or that common voter in Madhya Pradesh or wherever else, how does he understand what is going on? Even forget the common Congress voter, even the fence sitter who's deeply bothered by what Mr. Modi's delivered or his government has delivered, cannot understand this so-called strategy. And the only loss in the strategy is Congress. So if this is Natak plus strategy, that TMC is gaining, the Congress is losing. So this has to be suicide. Now, when the Panchayat polls, which my friend from the TMC spoke about, happened, who was the first Karyakarta killed? The first Karyakarta was a Muslim Karyakarta from the Congress that was killed by the TMC. The first Karyakarta. Please look at the Mojo stories. The first man killed was a Congress worker. TMC killed him. What I'm trying to say is, yes, what Jairam is saying, okay, we have to come together for a larger picture, and it was the 2024 polls. But why couldn't this at Hyatt, rather than fighting over India, Bharat, you come out and make this press conference, speak to Barkha, speak to Manisha ji, speak to people, and articulate this vision in September, then doing it desperately in Jharkhand in 2024. You could have come with Mamata ji by your side, Rahul ji, Kharge ji, Sharad Pawar ji, and said, look, this is our strategy. We will continue to have regional differences, but this is our thing, and come out with a vision document. You didn't do it. From September to what, February now, you wasted that time, and now you're doing desperate press conferences. That's the first part about it. Part two, I find it laughable that suddenly TMC wants to contribute to the Congress victory in these 160, 180 seats, where there's a directly fight between the Congress and the BJP. I mean, again, I want to repeat that point. I have so much respect for Mamata ji. She's our only lady chief minister. But Mamata ji won't get 500 votes in Madhya Pradesh. It's a fact. It's a reality. She get an audience to hear her. She won't swing the votes. She's not a vote getter there. So Mamata ji, where the only way she can contribute to this alliance is by being the bigger player in West Bengal. And if the Congress asked for 10 hypothetically, which it did not, she was ready to give 2, sit across and come to a solution. Say, okay, we'll give you 5, 6, 7 behind the scenes. When you wash dirty linen in public, when a senior leader like respected Mamata ji does it, it affects the perception of the alliance. It completely destroys it.
But maybe the Natak suits Mamata Banerjee. Let me take that to Rajarshi Lahiri.
So Congress
I think the BJP is trying to make that point. Rajarshi Lahiri, you're making that point. If I can come to Mr. Lahiri now, you're making that point that this Natak suits Mamata Banerjee, not the Congress. But where does it leave the BJP? For BJP, the Bengal has been a very important project. In 2019, you had 40% of the vote share, 18 seats. But, you know, Lok Sabha Assembly were very different responses of the public. What are you hoping for this time?
Number one, Barkha. There are 2 seats which Congress has won in West Bengal. One is Baharampur and the other one is Malda Dakshin, Malda South. Malda South, BJP has come second in 2019 elections with a margin, losing it with a margin of only 8,000 votes, from where the erstwhile Congress Rail Minister Barkha Dutt Chaudhury's brother is a MP. The second one is Adhir Ranjan Chaudhury's Lok Sabha constituency Baharampur, in which in the 2021 Vidhan Sabha elections, BJP has won 2 assembly seats. The main lead which Adhir Ranjan Chaudhury received was from Baharampur Vidhan Sabha assembly seat in the Lok Sabha, getting an approximate vote of 1,32,000 from a single, which is a Hindu dominated seat, which BJP has won with 83,000 votes in 2021 elections. So for Congress, Malda South as well as Baharampur are already in turmoil. They are going to lose it in this time, either to BJP, most probably, with a little bit of issues in Baharampur.
Okay.
Now, if BJP wins this, so there is no point in making any such alliance with Congress. So that is the issue which Adhir Ranjan Chaudhury also has. So has Mamata Banerjee. Now let me tell you about the incident which happened at Rahul Gandhi's car. That car window shields all were smashed and all. Now, something is being stated by the National Congress spokesperson. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhury is saying something else. One media showed that the car shields were already broken in Katihar in Bihar before it entered West Bengal. Now, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhury said something else over here. Why? In Malda and Murshidabad, it's a Congress belt. Now he has to warm up the entire atmosphere and has to lure the voters, the Congress, because Congress votes have either moved to BJP or to Trinamool Congress, the traditional Congress, because it was a Congress belt, Malda and Murshidabad, both. Now to get back those, he has to revive those Gandhi sentiments that, see, Rahul Gandhi's car has been attacked. Rahul Gandhi is the son of Rajiv Gandhi, grandson of Indira Gandhi. You remember Bengalis, what Indira Gandhi did by partitioning Pakistan to the East Bengal voters. And there's a huge East Bengal vote base in Malda as well as in Murshidabad. Now, doing these East Bengal, Bengali Hindu sentiments, Bangal Hindu sentiments from Bangladesh, and the traditional vote bank, this is just a natak being played jointly by Congress as well as Trinamool Congress. Nothing else apart from that. It is a simple political calculation.
Okay. Let me get Tauseefur Rahman to respond. Tauseefur Rahman, you've heard both the Congress and the BJP. This natak that is being played by you may help you in the short term if you concede it's a natak. But what does it do to the opposition on a national stage? Or do you concede Tehseen's point? Regional parties are not really concerned with national politics right now. They're just all protecting their own turf.
Barkha, I have a very simple and plain explanation. We wanted alliance, Congress wanted alliance, all the other regional party wanted alliance, and it's not going to happen anytime soon, what I'm seeing right now. But all these nasty rhymes coming from BJP, 1, 2, 3, 4, BJP is chore, that is happening since 2014. And every assembly election, we have gained vote, we have extended our seats, and we are becoming more strong. So, आप जितना भी चोर कहो, whatever you say, it's okay. People wants to vote TMC. People wants to see TMC in West Bengal. It is as simple as that. When you talk about CPM alliance, I mean, regarding forming an alliance with the left, have they even considered taking into accounts their performance in Bengal? You know what they did, Barkha? I'm telling you on a national level. If they call themselves as a BAM, left. They shifted all their votes to Bhajpa in 2019. I'm telling you on record. I mean, this is what happened in Alimuddin Street. Hatti Alimuddin Street is the place where left has its office. They decided 2019 a BAM, 2019 a Ram. They wanted to bring Ram in Bengal. Well, of course, Ram is all over India, all over world. Ram is inside our heart. So CPM has its strategy. 2019 a Ram, 2026 a BAM, and they flopped. So let's not talk about left at any case. Even Congress, Adhir, without discussing anything, I'm telling you, discussing anything, he wanted to shift whatever percentage vote they had in Bengal to Bhajpa. just to remove Trinamool Congress. And we have all this intelligence. We knew everything. Beside knowing everything about left, Congress, whatsoever, we wanted an alliance. It's plain and simple.
Okay,
Still, they have no grip in Bengal. Bhajpa,
okay, okay,
Bhajpa
okay,
playing a very important role, getting blessings of 20 seats, 18 seats. Still, Barkha,
okay.
I want to ask Lahiri. Barkha, just give me 30 seconds. I want to ask Lahiri. Those 18 MPs from Bengal did what in Bengal? I mean, आपने कौन से
Okay,
schemes लाए? Our
okay,
funds
okay,
have been
okay, okay,
stored
okay.
in central government.
Okay, okay. अच्छा, Mr. Lahiri, this allegation की वाम से राम कि आपका तो लेफ्ट पार्टीज के साथ कोवर्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी in 2019 quickly because Dr. Priyam is waiting and then Tehseen you can have a last word. Yeah, Mr. Lahiri.
I challenge the Trinamool Congress spokesperson to come with the Election Commission 2019-2021 election results Form 20, which is a booth-wise and part-wise election results published by the Election Commission of India and the state of 2019, 2014, 2011, and then come for a debate. I can show you all the
Okay.
parts and booths. Let me just tell you, this would be again, then I will be again blamed with being communal. But the entire Muslim vote, the minority vote in Bengal, which some person was with CPM as well as in Congress, have shifted to Trinamool Congress, and definitely Trinamool Congress's Hindu vote have shifted to BJP with the help of Form 20. I challenge any Trinamool Congress
Okay,
spokesperson coming with this data.
Tauseefur, can we unmute Mr. Rahman? Tauseefur, please go ahead. Yes.
See, if you talk, I know you're not communal at all, but when you talk about seat sharing, when you talk about votes getting here and there, Amit Shah in 2021 challenged, and he was very much confirmed that BJP is going to bring 200 seats. They were stuck with 60 seats. Now, don't come with कि हमारे पास दो था, हम और बढ़ोती लेकर 50 ले आए. No, 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 no. There is no Hindu and Muslims in Bengal. There is only Ma Durga in
Why
Bengal. Try to
don't you
understand.
talk
The
about
Muslim
Form 20?
celebrates Ma Durga in Bengal. The
Why
Hindu
don't you
celebrates Ma
celebrate?
Durga in Bengal.
Left
So
vote
there is
has not
one
shifted
communal
to
thing
Ram.
in Bengal. That is
Ram
Ma
vote has
Durga.
not shifted to
And
Ram.
she
So
will
you're
stay in
taking back the
Bengal.
words.
Okay.
Ram vote has
Whoever
shifted to
praises Ma
Trinamool
Durga in
Congress.
Bengal will
Baliganj,
be with us.
Kolkata vote, Kosba
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay. Breathe. Dr. Priyam. Manisha ji.
So I think the part Natak is fully unraveled. There's Ma Durga, the divinity, who's going to mark off certain territory. So there is a national territory, which is an embodiment of Lord Ram, and there is a regional territory, which is an embodiment of a gendered divinity, which is Goddess Durga. So the only way in which Mamata Banerjee is going to play this, remember, we have to also remember that she was on an expansionist mode after her last elections in the state. She herself wanted units of her party to be in the northeast, to be in Goa. She was going to Uttar Pradesh elections. One didn't understand how, but also there were talks that she could be in Jharkhand doing something or the other. So that Mamata Banerjee is clearly a roll-back divinity, the goddess. She's going to perform in the theatrical arena of Bengal, and it is quite clear that she is fighting for her votes, the Muslim votes, to be intact with her. And clearly, very clearly, the left remains very distrustful of her. Otherwise, the Rambam story would not have come out. So, very clearly, for Mamata Banerjee, the primary enemy on ground are the left. She'll be able to fight back the BJP in this election by portraying herself as a regional divinity, and that will give her dividends also in the state election to come. So, a rolled back Mamata Banerjee, the incarnation of a regional divinity, not challenging the Ram card at all, and therefore filibustering somewhat by saying, oh, the Congress is my main enemy, and diverting attention so that she can create a brand image for herself that will give her dividends now and in the days to come in the state election.
It's very interesting, and I'm going to give Tehseen the last word because when I listen to everybody here, what I hear is all of this has the BJP has a plan, Mamata Banerjee has a plan. I don't see the Congress plan. If let's assume that Mamata Banerjee has this plan, as Manisha and Rajarshi Lahiri have spelled out, that look, we are going to turn our ire against the left in the Congress. BJP is a separate fight, but here we are, the regional divinity angle. I am speaking, I will not challenge Ram, but I will be this, all faith party leader. मैं सबको साथ में लेके चलूंगी. What is the Congress plan?
So I agree, Mamata ji does have a plan. Let's first agree on that. She does have a plan. But that plan is a rollback plan. She did want to finish off the Congress. That's why she went to Goa, Northeast. She took an entire Congress unit in Northeast. She went to Goa and she's responsible for the Congress losing. So her plan has fallen back. Now she's trying to guard her own turf. And even in that, she's being short-sighted with respect to her. Because the minute 2024, the BJP wins again, like they put Hemant Soren in jail. I'm not saying they'll put Mamata ji in jail. Like Arvind Kejriwal is going to go in jail. I am telling you this, and I've told you this earlier in your show. They are going to go after Mamata ji and Abhishek. They are going to do it. There is no if or but. It is going to happen. So Mamata ji is being short-sighted. But her plan today is a rollback plan. She did want to take the Congress piece. Within this rollback plan, it suits her that the left and the Congress are our enemies. Because not just for Mamata, for any regional party, you'd rather have an absent Congress and you'd rather have a BJP in the center. That is not the rocket science. That is simple politics. But now let's come to one thing that the BJP spokesperson said. The left shifted votes. I mean, if the left could do anything in this country, they wouldn't be in the position they are. The fact of the matter is the left is as irrelevant as they've ever been in their history. They can do no.
The BJP didn't say that. The TMC said that.
I said the TMC spokesperson. Yes,
you said the BJP.
The left is. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Yes. Larry. I meant the TMC spokesperson. The left can do nothing in West Bengal. It is irrelevant. Partly why Mamata ji is attacking it. If the left and the Congress had if the left and the Congress had a Muslim vote, which Mamata ji is truly targeting. Remember her first statement before she broke the India alliance was, "Aapko Allah ki kasam, aapko Allah maaf nahi karega." Remember that statement before she broke this alliance, right? She went to the Allah. She never said Bhagwan, Ma Durga. Ma Durga is a divinity, but she said, "Aapko Khuda ki kasam." So she wanted the Muslim vote. Does Mamata ji think the left and Congress Muslim vote will go to BJP? So Mamata ji wants the Congress vote. He's right, they're a minority vote. But the left can transfer no vote. Mamata ji is doing her own politics to keep her base alive. But that is short-term politics.
I think I will say in conclusion, I will still say everybody seems to have a plan, at least Mamata Banerjee at a regional level, except the Congress. What is the Congress plan remains unclear to me. Dr. Priyam
says... We are going to give nyay to people. We are going to give nyay to people.
Okay.
I say this with honesty.
You need power to bring change. I will always say that. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Tauseefur Rahman, Dr. Manisha Priyam, Rajarshi Lahiri, Tehseen Poonawala. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Have a great evening. Take care. Mojo's Story has always made a commitment to its viewers to go to where the story is. And as you can see here, we are at the epicenter of the Israel war on Gaza. We are right at the front line, about 1 mile from the Gaza Strip, as the Israeli military gets ready with its tanks and its gunners to begin its final frontal assault that will take troops into Gaza. As we said, we are not like other organizations. We believe in giving you all sides of the story objectively and as much as possible from the ground. And that's exactly what we're doing here, covering the biggest global story today from the epicenter of the war zone. So please, we need your support. Support us, become a Mojo member, subscribe to us, spread the word, and thank you for your support.